Hi, friends. I am Kelly Cornelius. Happy Monday and almost spring break. I am the K-5 interventionist here at Luna Elementary, and I am here to talk to you today about SeeSaw. Hold on, I can hear myself. Is that better? You don't hear me now? Good. Okay. Okay, is that better?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let me back up. I don't have my own classroom, so I don't have technology that I have in my room that I use on a regular basis, but I have iPads that I travel with around to my classes. I also do have 4 student computers in my room that sometimes when my intervention groups will come in here, we use. So I don't personally use SeeSaw, disclaimer, but we have a lot of teachers on our campus that use it because we are going Montessori. So when you have little bitty, kiddos, 3s and 4s, and you wonder what are they doing during the day, this is actually something that you can use with them as well. So why did I choose this to show to y'all? How many times do we ask our own kids, what did you learn today? Nothing. How often do we ask as a teacher at the end of the day, tell me something you learned today? I don't know. Well, that is where SeeSaw comes in. Students are empowered to take videos, notes, anecdotes, photos about anything that they do during the school day. It can be them reading a poem that they wrote. It can be an assignment that they did that they're proud of, or it could even be something that they want to turn in digitally to a teacher to be checked. And they simply scan a QR code with their iPad, upload their work to a private sharing space. It's not all over the web. It is only viewable by the teacher at first. And the teacher then can share it. She can comment on it, and she can share with mom and dad. And they can see what their baby has been doing all day. Another thing, how does it help us as teachers? Well, those think tanks that they get in for 50 minutes every day? You wonder what they're doing during those things? Are the products that they're making actually indicative of the assignment that you've given them? Well, you could go check folders like I always did, or at the end of the assignment, you could have the student, their last step is photograph what you did and share it to your SeeSaw. You, sitting at your small group table, get a notification that they've just shared something, and lo and behold, you can open it and you can go, oh, they did it right, or oh, I need to redirect, or I need to reteach this. Same thing, Daily 5. They're supposed to be reading out loud. Are they really reading out loud? Are they reading to themselves? Are they skipping? Have a friend video them and then upload it to their SeeSaw. And then you as a teacher can see what they were doing. So the ISTE standard that we are talking about this month is student collaboration, which is kind of where SeeSaw comes in. And we want students to be able to communicate for a variety of purposes in a variety of methods. Express ideas, generate learning artifacts, and communicate with digital platforms appropriate to their audience. This could not be any more appropriate for our kids. So, having said that, let's go ahead and go through it. I'm going to walk you through going into SeeSaw and setting up your class. Okay. Okay. All right, so when you'll set up a login to SeeSaw, and this is what your feed will look like when you first log in. Okay. And now I went ahead of time and set up a couple of kids, but I'm going to walk you through how you do that. Okay. Up here is kind of your dashboard. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to your manage class. Okay, and this is where you can name your class. This is where you can tell your grade level. This is where you can manage your students, and let's go ahead and click into that. Now these are the kiddos that I added ahead of time so that we could have them for training purposes. But again, you can add your students by typing them in. Add student. Okay, and then the cool thing is that at the end, in the next step, I'm going to show you how you can add a photograph so that, let's say you are in a Montessori classroom and you're dealing with a 3 or 4-year-old who doesn't quite know how to read their name yet, and you want them to be able to do their work. Well, then they can just come in here and they can go, oh, there's my photo, and then they know. Okay, so that's how we add our students. Okay. Now, when we come back to our dashboard here, you want to scroll down to where it says parents, and it says enable parent access. You want to make sure that that's green. Okay, that way you're opening your SeeSaw to parents to be able to see what their kids are doing, and parents can only see what their child is doing. They will never have access to any other child but their own. Okay, so how do we get parents invited? Okay, we click right here where it says invite parents, and then you have two options. You can either print a notice, which will have a custom QR code for that parent so that they can download the app and then they can scan your QR code and be part of your class, or you can send them an email. Our teachers, I'm going to go ahead and do the handout one so you can see an example of what it looks like. It gives them instructions right here. So this would be Conan. That's the name of the student. This goes home in his folder, and his mom or dad downloads the app and they scan his QR code. Okay, so it's only going to let them create an account for their child. All right, so that's one way. And again, then you have the option of a parent email. You copy and paste this into your email from your own email so that it comes from you, and then you can send this to mom and dad. That way you have gotten a paper copy to them and you've gotten an email copy for your parents that either don't do paper or don't do email. Okay, so you've put in your kids, you've enabled the parents to see it, and you've gotten a letter to them. Okay, so now you are ready to set put your QR code up and have your first work be submitted. Okay, so we exit out of our managed class, and then right here, okay, where it says get class code, we click on that. Okay, and then this is your class code poster. This is a QR code that is specific to your class only. No other teacher will have this one. Okay, and if you click out the print your class code poster, okay, it gives you your piece of paper, and our teachers will have these cut out and pasted around their classroom in multiple places. Maybe you want to put them at each station so that you don't have kids wandering around, but somewhere readily available on the wall or wherever so that the kids can get to it easily. Okay, that's it. That's all it takes to set up your class in SeeSaw. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my iPad, and I'm going to walk you through how, if you were a student, how do you upload your work? Okay, so bear with me. Let me switch over here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so here we go. So I am a student, and so I have been given an assignment to do my spelling words. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my app, which you will need to make sure if you have any iPads in your classroom are downloaded on your iPads. Here is your SeeSaw app. So I'm going to click it. Remember, I'm the kiddo right now. Okay. Okay, and sorry, so this is what the student will see when they hit the iPad. Where did it go? Okay, hold on one second. Okay, friends, technical difficulties. It would appear, let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we are gonna do this a little different way. And I'm gonna walk you through it and I'm gonna show it to you on my iPad, okay? All right, because my air server has disappeared. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. So your student goes to their SeeSaw icon. This is what they're gonna see when they log in, okay? And you guys, I'm sorry, it's not super, super clear, okay? The top button says, I'm a teacher. The second button says, I'm a student. Well, if you're a student uploading your work, you'll click I'm a student, okay? And then this is where they need to go scan their QR code, okay? And I'm gonna walk over here just for a second. And remember, you have one of these posted somewhere in your classroom so that your kiddos know your class code, okay? So I'm gonna scan that with my QR code reader, which is built into SeeSaw. Okay, all right. Here are the options that come up for me whenever I scan the QR code. This first one says photo, this one says video, drawing, camera roll, note, and link. These are the 6 choices that your kids will have every time they log into their SeeSaw and see what they're going to do, okay? I'm gonna pretend like I'm Jane and that my assignment for the day has been to alphabetize my spelling words. And my teacher has asked me to see my work whenever I'm finished in my station. Okay, so I'm gonna take a photo. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to where my spelling words are. And there we go. So I took a photo of the task that I was asked to complete, okay? And so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say my teacher asked me to write the name of my assignment that I was supposed to do, okay? Down here, you've got 4 choices. You can turn your photo, you can put a voice message with your photo, you can write something on your photo, you can add text to your photo, okay? I'm gonna add a caption. And again, these are all things that you don't absolutely have to do, especially with your little ones. You can just have them do a picture and be done. These are also things that I know my teachers have gone over with their kids that, you know, they don't get this stuff right away. And so I'm gonna type alphabetizing my spelling words. Okay, I'm done. Okay, and so up here in the corner, I'm going to click the check mark. Okay, now I get to choose who I am. Okay, so again, this is where it really comes into play. If you've got little ones and you think, oh, they can't read their name, this is where you taking a picture of them would be very beneficial. Okay, well, today I'm Jane, so I'm going to click Jane. Okay, and I'm going to check mark it up in the corner. Okay, and now I'm done. My student portion is completely finished. Now it has been sent to my teacher, and she gets to see if she approves it or not. Okay, so it's as simple as that in uploading your student work. All right, so now what we're going to do is the last step I'm going to show you is we are going to log out of the student view and we're going to log into the teacher view so that you can see what you would do, your responsibility is after they have loaded their work up. Okay, so I'm going to end. Okay, and I'm going to go back to my SeeSaw app. Now remember, I'm the teacher now. Hold on, sign out. Okay, so now in my choices of I'm the teacher or I'm a student, I click I'm the teacher. Okay, I'm going to sign in. Okay. Okay, so I'm signed into my class. Okay, all right. Up here in my dashboard, okay, it tells me that I have 2 notifications. Okay, so it says tap here to review 1 unapproved item in your class. Jane wants to add an item. Well, I was Jane, so I go to Jane's item. Okay, so now I have the opportunity to kind of check her work. If I think she did a great job, I can do anything. I can like it. Okay, I can add a comment here. Way to go, Jane. Or if it was incorrect, I could say something to the effect of, you know, go back and check the second 2 words, whatever. Okay, and then post. Okay, done there. All right, and then I approve it. I hit a check mark. Okay, all right, now it does take it a second, and I want to go back to feed view, which kind of gives me a feed almost like Facebook. Okay, and there it is. Now this is only viewable by me. I'm the only one that sees everybody's work, okay? But Jane's mom is somewhere at work, and she just got a ding to her app on her phone that something has been added on her child's account. She goes into the app, and there it is. She will see not only what Jane did, but she'll see any comments that I made. She'll see anything that if it was redone or Jane added a voice message, she would fully be able to see what was done, you know, for her child. She can also leave a comment, which comes to the teacher first for approval, and no one else will see those comments except for Jane. Okay, and so that is how the parent portion works. Okay, now I wanted to show you the different kinds of views that we have available. Your feed view is almost like what I like to call your Facebook view. Okay, but what if you wanted to look at calendar view? You wanted to see how often are things being, you know, posted. Are they doing, you know, maybe you only want your kids to post on Fridays. You know, maybe that's how you want to check their think tanks or whatever. You want to look at their finished work on a Friday. So this is another way for you to be able to view. Over here, you'll see you have all of your kiddos. Okay, let's go through how we take a picture real quick of your kiddos to make sure that you add that. Okay, so if you go to your manage your class, manage your students, okay, choose, and where it says icon here in second, you're going to choose that. Now you can either give Jane an avatar, or down here at the bottom, see where it says use photo. So you click a photo, camera. Okay, so let's say you take a photo of Jane. Okay. So then let's say this is Jane. You use your photo. Okay. And then you go back, 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 X. And notice there's Jane, and she now has a photo. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. This, guys, I'm so sorry for the technical issues, but this is SeeSaw in a nutshell. It has many, many more capabilities that are easily discoverable with a little bit of practice, a little bit of clicking around. When we asked our teachers, I asked our teachers, what was their favorite part of SeeSaw? I actually got some varied responses, but the two main ones were the ability to instantly give feedback on students' work. Sitting in a small group doing your reading groups, and you're trying to kind of monitor the rest of your class, and you're not sure if that group over in the corner that seems to be talking a lot, are they really working? Well, you can look over, she said she looks over at them and says, I want you to upload a picture of your work right now. They can do that, and then she can see if they're on task or not. She doesn't have to approve it to be posted, but she has a quick way to get a snapshot of if they're on task or not. Other teachers have said that their very favorite part of it is getting the parents involved, that parents are able to see what they're doing, and that it almost takes burden off of them as the teacher for having to constantly be, giving updates and things like that, because the kids are doing it themselves, and it makes them independent learners. It makes them kind of captains of their own ship, of being in charge of mom and dad seeing it. I've seen teachers use it with kids reading poems they've written. I've seen kids do it with taking pictures of finished work that they've done at the end of a unit on bugs or plants, things like that. And it is a quick way for you to know, did I get the message across that I was trying, or did I not? So really, I'm very sorry that we didn't get to walk through it on the actual iPad, because I know that would have been much more beneficial. And if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to, I'll put my email up here in just a second, and that way you can email me. But it's an awesome app, and comes highly recommended. And I think that you will find that it would be a hugely positive addition to your classroom. So do we have any questions? Anybody? No? Okay. Okay. And here, let me get view. Okay, we will type in your CPE link so that you can have it for your credit. And again, guys, I am extremely sorry for my difficulties here with my Airstream, and hope that you can use SeeSaw in your near classroom future. So we'll get you your CPE code here in just a second. Okay, where is it? What? How am I not? Like, what is happening? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's what she said. Hold on, y'all. It's on the email. What email? Hold on, y'all. Mhm. Sorry for the wait, you guys, but there's your CPE link, and thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you get to use SeeSaw in your classroom because it's pretty awesome.